You did good in school, you went to college, studied hard, and got good grades. Yet, you're still living paycheck to paycheck, and you feel hopeless. That's true for millions of people around the world who were told the lie that as long as they worked hard, they were going to get rich. More people have college degrees than ever before, yet most of them are never educated about money. Hello and welcome back to Tied to Wealth, where you are just one sale away from reaching financial success. Many people think that being wealthy is just luck, or maybe it happened because the person cheated the system, committed fraud, but that's not the whole story. When it comes to money, the regular folks and the wealthy just have extremely different opinions. A regular person thinks that money is time spent working at a job. They believe that you must work hard for a safe paycheck and save up for retirement, and that's about it. Not a lot of people think about being a maker, a builder, a capitalist, an investor. You know, this is the mind of true wealthy folks, because for them, the first step to building wealth is to disconnect time from money. The rich know that the market rewards you for what you provide to it, and that's how millionaires are born. They create millions of dollars in value for the marketplace, and I know, at this point, you're probably thinking, oh, but I can't create millions of dollars in value. Well, the sad truth is that you are creating a ton of money already, just not for yourself. Take a look at Apple. The average salary at the company, including base and bonuses, is $140,000. Not bad, right? Well, wait till I tell you that an average Apple employee generates a revenue of a whopping $2.4 million. So yeah, you do know how to create value, but you're not just creating it for yourself. Instead, you're creating it for a corporation. But then again, isn't business for people who already come from wealth? No. 68% of ultra-wealthy with a net worth of $30 million or more are self-made. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what they know that you don't. The first thing that the rich do to make money is to solve an existing problem in the world. Let's take Elon Musk for example. He's running Tesla, a company that's becoming ever so popular in the era of climate change and high gas prices. But even then, he's trying to solve more problems. In fact, the company's self-driving research is the perfect example of this. Musk knows that the majority of folks don't like to drive and think of it as a chore. And frankly speaking, no matter the reports, self-driving cars are safer than your regular road cars. So he's trying to solve that problem too. It's quite simple, really. People pay for their problems to be solved. If you're hungry, you pay for food. If you're bored, you pay for entertainment. If something you own doesn't work, you pay to get it fixed. If you look at all the biggest companies in the world, they're successful because they solved a problem. Google solved the problem of searching the internet. Apple put a darn computer in our pockets, solving our problems with communication. Amazon solved the issue of retail shopping and folks not having the time to go out for every little thing that they need. Look, I'm not saying that you have to build the next multi-billion corporation. All I'm saying is, if you see a problem, try to solve it and you'll be paid for doing so. I know it sounds daunting, so let me give you a little example. Let's say you're super into pizza and all the pizza places in your town suck. You discuss with a few friends, and even they acknowledge that the pizza in your town could be better. So what would be the next step? Opening up a pizza shop and giving your customers exactly what they need. Now, when the rich solve a problem, they scale their ideas. Elon Musk didn't stick to selling Teslas in the United States. Nope, he went global. Once you have a solution to the problem that you're facing, you can scale your efforts. You can write a book and the royalties will pay you while you sleep. You can create a course and the enrollments will pay you while you're out holidaying in the Bahamas. Now here's the thing though, all of this can bring you a lot of money. There's a difference between being rich and wealthy. Because the rich know not only do you need money coming in, but you need it to be spent wisely for it to turn into a massive fortune. For that, the rich adopt the 30-day rule. I'm sure you've bought something and then regretted the purchase a few days later, especially if you bought it using your credit card. This is exactly why you need the 30-day rule. Every time you're about to buy something expensive, just stop. Tell yourself you'll buy it in 30 days. You can even put it in your checkout cart online, so that when you come back after a month, all you have to do is click. Now, what this does is that in the next 30 days, you'll know for sure if you actually really want that thing, or if it was just an impulse. This will cut out irrational purchases, and it will save you a ton of money that you can then invest. Speaking of saving though, here's another truth about money the rich are hiding. Save first, spend later. Warren Buffett once said, if you buy things you don't need, you'll soon be selling things you need. Now most people would spend first and then save whatever's left of it. And that's a horrible, horrible decision. Because no matter what you do, if you know you can spend it, you'll spend it. So instead of making excuses like not having a good income, having high expenses, or just in general having the YOLO mindset, what you should actually do is save. Every month, set a certain percentage of your income as savings. It doesn't have to be 50 or 60%, but it can be something reasonable like 20%. Once you set that money aside, then you start splurging. Oh, and instead of keeping it all in the same account, keep that money elsewhere so you don't get the false sense that you have money. You know, act poor to be rich. Just that. The next secret is the one the rich follow religiously, and that's to pen down their thoughts. I know it sounds stupid, doesn't it? However, writing thoughts down on paper is amongst the most common habits that the rich and successful follow. When you write down, and no, typing isn't allowed, every day, you actually think about your thoughts and reflect on them. Your brain slows down and you think coherently. Again, what's the benefit of all this? Well, when you write stuff down, you reflect on how your day went, what you did correctly, what you did incorrectly, and what you need to learn. This helps you avoid mistakes you make and capitalise on the good decisions that you've made. Speaking of pen and paper though, one thing the rich know is that there are lots of benefits to remaining a student of life. The world around us is always changing, especially when it comes to technology. In fact, the only thing that's constant in life is change. If you're good at something today, it might be redundant tomorrow. Just take a look at how AI is replacing writers all over the world. So if you want to be rich and successful, you need to learn so you can adapt to these changes. Some of the most successful people in the world, like Indra Nooyi, the former chairman of PepsiCo, and Warren Buffett, have always talked about how continuous learning is extremely important. Life has something to teach every day, and you'll only be successful if you learn those lessons and keep growing. But there's more truth about money the rich are hiding, and that's the fact that we should always resist the obvious. By the way, if you're enjoying everything in this video so far, would appreciate it if you could just like and subscribe. A very small amount of the global population is truly rich, and that's because they resist the obvious. When you keep doing what everyone else does, you'll become what everyone else is. To stand out from the crowd, you need to think differently. If you're facing a problem, think outside the box. Once you practice this enough times, you'll start thinking differently and you'll start being successful. But it's easier said than done, isn't it? How the heck does one think outside the box? Well, for that, you need to read. The power of compounding reveals its true powers in a few years, not early on. And that's exactly how knowledge also tends to build up. Bill Gates, one of the most successful people ever, reads around 50 books a year. That's almost a book for every week. Once all that knowledge builds up, you can start thinking outside the box, and you can start making better informed decisions. 88% of wealthy people read for at least 30 minutes per day, and that's exactly what you need to be doing. Last but not least, investing. You've done everything you can to make money. Now is time to keep it and grow it. And the best time to invest? Now. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. And he's right. This is one of the biggest ways to get richer. The sooner you start investing, the higher your returns will be. And then your portfolio will be super large whenever you choose to retire. So go ahead and start investing your money as soon as possible. Well folks, with that said, thanks for watching and let us know in the comments what your favourite secret to getting rich was. See you next time.